everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leia and this is Budget with Leia. Today we're going to be doing our second cash unstuffing for the month of May. I pretty much just spent money on Mother's Day like I was planning to do. I did spend maybe a bit more than I was planning to do, to spend, I guess, but I have enough money in my occasion envelope to cover that, and you'll see that in just a bit. So let's see. So let's see, my second week of May starts on the 6th, so that was a no spend. I actually went out to lunch with a couple of my coworkers, and I was expecting to pay because, you know, you go out with, to lunch, you're gonna pay at least your portion, I guess. And one of my coworkers offered to pay for all of us, which was amazing. So it was a no spend. On the 7th was a no spend. I just spent time with my family. On the 8th was a no spend. It was Mother's Day, but my family and I celebrate Mother's Day on the 10th, which is why I have more expense on the 10th than the 8th. So the 8th was just, a regular day. On the 9th was a no spend, just a bill came out, and then on the 10th I had the day off and I spent the entire day pretty much with my mom, my sister, my boyfriend, and my nephew. So that's what I did. So first things first, I went to Kroger and I bought flowers for both of them. So both for my sister and my mom. And then for lunch we went to a Korean restaurant. So my family really loves Korean food. So we got my mom hooked on Korean food, so we went to a Korean restaurant, and I paid for everyone pretty much. And this does include a tip as well. So the total was $79.95, which is fine. I knew I was going to spend money, so that's fine. And then after lunch, we were all really full, but we also were not full enough that we couldn't get ice cream. So we went to this place called Marble Slab Creamery, and we got some ice cream, and that was pretty fun. So yeah, that's kind of what I did on Mother's Day, and it was pretty fun. And I think we got home around 6 p.m. and we got there around 8 a.m. So we pretty much spent, like the entire day with my mom and my sister, and it was pretty fun. We were planning to go out to go on a walk, to go to the park and stuff, but it's gotten so hot here in Texas that it's too much. It's too hot. And with my nephew, I feel like it's hot for us. So for him being so little still, he's like a year and a half, I don't want him to be caught out in the sun with the heat. I think it was 94 degrees outside with beaming sun. And I was like, no, we should just go home, hang out, at home, and we can play games or something. On the 11th, which was yesterday, I sent out some happy mail to Mary Plans and Budgets. So if you haven't checked out her channel before, she is a sticker budgeter. So she uses Carla May stickers as well, and she'll go through her budget, and she does also life planning. She does her weekly plans as well. Which I love watching. She's such a hard worker. Her husband works, and then she works, but she also works a second job, and I feel like she's always just working because she really wants to pay off her debt, and she's doing such a great job at paying off her debt. It's like every single month she's paying like $1,000, $1,500, $1,600, and I'm always like, wow, you're doing so great. So go show her some love. I'll link her channel in the description down below as well. So yeah, go give her some love if you haven't seen her channel. But yeah, I sent her some happy mail. She was talking about getting some placeholders for some of her envelopes, and I was like, I have tons of placeholders myself that I just accumulated over the past months since I started budgeting, and I was like, I don't need this many. And I actually just got some more, which I'll show you in just a bit. So I was like, I'm going to send her some. And then I ended up sending her some extra goodies as well. And she should be getting that happy mail soon. I think it said Saturday, I believe, at least on the tracking information. But we'll see if it gets there on that day. Probably maybe Sunday or Monday. Yeah, so I sent that to her, and it was $7.76. It's the first time I ever sent Happy Mail. But I was really excited. I was trying to figure out what else I could add to her Happy Mail, and I forgot how fun it is to send mail to people. Like writing a letter, you know, like even if something simple and making it very personal, you know, it was very fun. I want to do it more. All right, so moving on from that, on the 12th, which is today, is a no spend. So I'm filming this really late at night, as in like 10 p.m. And I'm pretty sure I won't be spending any more money, you know, from here to the end of the day. And for any reason I do spend money, I'm just going to count it for my, you know, for week 3. So in total, I had 5 no spends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So currently I'm up to 9, which is good because my goal is 20. So if I can get another 11 no spends for the next 2 weeks, I'll be good. At least that's my goal. I know I won't always reach it, but that's kind of my goal. Alright, so moving on to my spending tracker. So we're going to focus on week 2. So we had technically a total of 4 transactions. So we went out to eat at a Korean restaurant, then ice cream, and then I got flowers at Kroger, and then sent out Happy Mail. So most of this money is going to come out of my eating out money that I have in my rollover, which I specifically made sure I specifically assigned that money to be for eating out for Mother's Day. So I knew that was the goal. And then anything over the $50 that I have in my eating out is gonna get covered by my occasions envelope, which should be completely covered. And then my Happy Mail that I sent out, I'm gonna take it out of my YouTube envelope because I wasn't really sure where to take it out from, because it's the first time I've sent, you know, any Happy Mail. And because it was technically related to YouTube, I decided to take it out of the YouTube envelope. Maybe moving forward, I might add a Happy Mail envelope or some sort, because I do want to send out more Happy Mail to other YouTubers that I watch pretty much every time they release a video. But we'll see. So in total, I spent $158.69, and I'm going to be unstuffing $159. So week 2, I had a total of 5 no spends. I usually write a quick summary at the bottom for week 1 and week 2 just to kind of see a total for that paycheck, because this covers my first, you know, these expenses are coming from my first paycheck of May, so I kind of want to see how much I've spent. So I spent a total of $436.39 with 9 no spends. So that's a higher spend amount that I would normally do. So in April, I had $235.69 for week 1 and week 2. So pretty much almost half of this amount is probably more what I would normally spend for 2 weeks. But, you know, I knew there was going to be expenses with Mother's Day coming up, and then I kind of splurged on myself a little bit in week 1, which if you haven't seen that video, it's up on my channel. I think it's the one right before this, and you'll see what I bought from the Anime Pop store because I love anime. So let's get into the unstuffing part. Alright, so we need to take out, let's do YouTube first. I think I have enough in YouTube. So let's do YouTube first to get that expense out of the way. I actually added some new stickers, which I got from Amethyst Treasures on YouTube. Etsy. Amethyst Budgets. I always forget what the exact name is. Oh no, I don't have any change. Okay, so I made some change because I needed some ones, and I need to take out a total of $7.76 or $8. So 5, 6, 7, and $8. And then in YouTube, I should have, I believe, 92 left. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 91, and 92. Yep, 92. And I need to update this tracker, but I'll do that after the video. Okay, next is, I'm going to take out the money from eating out. So I think I have, let's see, $50 in here. That's all going to be unstuffed because this is going to be used specifically to treat my mom and my sister. And that's going to be $50 for 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. because I need a total of $151 to cover my Mother's Day's expenses. Let's see. All right. So from my occasions envelope, I need a total of 101. So let's have a look here. Let's do 50, 100, and then let's just take out a 1. And then occasions has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, 81. So 81 left in occasions, which is still a good amount. This is for birthdays, baby showers, Mother's Day, you know, general holidays, and that's kind of what I use this for, or any gifts. So for Mother's Day, I spent a total of $151. I already did the math, which is why I know. So I did it ahead of time. So this should be 151. So 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 51. All right. So let's add all the other stuff in here. And this should be 159. So 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59. Perfect. $59. Oh, before I continue, I'm going to show you what I got in the mail. So, if you know Amethyst Treasures on Etsy, or if you actually watch my channel in general before, you've seen placeholders or anime placeholders like these before, but these are new. So she reached out to me and said if she could send me more placeholders, because she has changed how she's done her placeholders since when I originally bought them on her Etsy store. So she reached out and said she wants to send me updated versions of them, and she did, and I'm totally gonna use these. I actually asked if she could give me some $1,000 placeholders, not just 500, and she did. So she did another Sebastian from Black Butler. She did Sailor Moon. She did a Gratsuko, both her regular and then her being angry. She did Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins. She did a Pokemon one with Pikachu on it, which I love. And then I asked her if she could do Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry, I almost completely blanked on the title, on the name of this movie, for some reason. But yeah, so I'm going to be using these, and I'm going to exchange some of the placeholders I currently have with some of these as well. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm probably going to do that probably in my next paycheck, which is tomorrow actually. Yeah, it's tomorrow, so I'll probably going to exchange these placeholders then, which I'm really excited for. So if you're interested in any of her placeholders, she does have an Etsy shop. And again, I'll put everything in the link down below. Alright, let's continue. There we go. Alright, so that's the end of the video. It's just me unstuffing the money that I need to put back into my accounts to pay off my credit card, because all of these were credit card expenses. And that way I can pay off my credit card before any interest hits. Because I don't want to start putting charges on it, even if it's $20, $30, $40, $50, because I'm going to get back into what I used to do, where I would not pay it back or just pay the minimum, and then by the time the next thing I know, I have $3,000 on my credit card. Alright guys, well thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye!